Yeah. There it is.
Ooh.
Everybody looks like they just woke up 2 minutes ago.
I thought this recording was going to be a half hour later than it was, so I was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta get in!" And then I got here.
I was pissed because I was completely.
You were pissed?
Well, I mean,
that's how you're starting the pod today.
Technically, Vinny was pissed.
We've got some doggy stuff to talk about. Can you give me a time on this so I can fuck off for 20 minutes?
Come on.
Unbelievable.
No, wait. Vinny got his...
I just had to give him an impromptu bath before we left the house. He got up to no good.
You kind of manifested this, by the way, Ryan.
I call him the PB man?
Yeah, you've been calling him the PB man this entire time.
Yeah, you've done that.
He's came over to my house, PB'd all over my house. By the way, I publicly apologized to Mari. I did it in person too. I think she took a little offense to the way I described him as a perfect dog.
Well, now he's neutered now, and he's on the mend, and things. Yeah,
Did they give you the beans and like a little film roll canister or something?
No, he didn't.
They didn't give you the beans.
He didn't give me his here is a ceremonial gesture. Here is his testicles.
You'd think they could like dry him out and make a Christmas ornament out of him or something. You know, put some glitter on him.
No,
I'm glad you own cats.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting from that.
Yeah. Well, we weren't. Obi was already taken care of by the time we.
Did the cats get neutered as well?
Yes.
Well, it depends on their gender.
Yeah.
Oh, so both don't get neutered like dogs.
I assume they spay cats as well.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a different term? Neuter and spay?
Spay is the female equivalent.
Oh, interesting. I always thought it was just kind of like unisex. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't. What do boy cats do if you don't neuter them?
I think they're horny and they're
horny.
They go around
regardless.
They fuck all the time.
Do they mark?
Is this too many fucks for the top of the?
They do mark.
They do mark.
Fun fact about cats: you can take a cat, a stray cat, take him to a shelter or somewhere, have them spayed or neutered, and then what they'll do to mark them that they're spayed or neutered is sometimes
give a little clip on the ear.
Clip the ear. So if you ever see a cat out in the wild, it's clipped ear. Usually means
they do that to the
neutered.
ones in the wild. I see.
Yeah, and then
similar to like lobsters.
Lobsters. What are they doing with that?
Lobsters. If you catch a lobster and it's pregnant, I think they put a little clip on the tail.
Oh,
there's a lot of rules with lobster catching where you want them to reproduce. So if you catch one,
so you can't take a pregnant one.
Yes, something, and there's other rules too. I can't remember what they were.
I learned I catch them in my mouth.
Ryan, you can't do that.
I love lobsters.
Some of them you can't.
I love lobster.
Oh,
who governs that?
I don't know.
Maine. You know, probably the
state of Maine.
Fish and Wildlife.
Oh, Fish and Wildlife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ,
anyway,
dude.
what's going on with the Vinny man? He's
fine.
He's peeing all over himself.
I just had to give him a bath.
He doesn't quite know how the new plumbing works.
He doesn't. Well, also, there's been a couple issues. He has the surgical suit. I don't know if you know what that is. When a dog gets neutered, you put them in a little onesie. It looks like
the Michelin Man.
No, he looks like Leica.
No, he looks like Beyonce in Single Ladies. He's got like a black leotard on, essentially.
Really?
He doesn't recognize. We figured out that we have to lock off the doggy door because he doesn't realize he can't just pee with the onesie on. He doesn't realize he's wearing something. So he's just like, oh, it's time to go pee. I'm outside. So. And then,
I see.
And he'll walk in, and I just remember I was like sitting playing Zelda,
and you were like, "Hey,
you're still playing Zelda?"
Like a dog covered in pee.
I was like, "It sure smells like urine." And then there it was.
Hey, Ryan.
What?
Did you know?
Are we talking about that thing you told me before we started recording?
Oh no, not that thing. Yeah. Oh no, I wanted to tell you about the data breaches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this year has seen a number of high-profile data breaches, raising serious concerns about personal information security.
Oh, yeah, I heard Dell suffered a breach that exposed 3.9 million customer records.
Oh, you have
including
heard of this.
sensitive personal information.
Yeah, that's
like
exactly
the information
right.
you told me before we started
Yeah,
recording.
I was going to tell you, you may remember United Healthcare was also in the news because they confirmed 100 million of their users had their data stolen, the largest ever healthcare data breach in the US. But to me, most alarming of all, just a few months ago, National Public Data announced that they had suffered a major breach potentially impacting every American.
Everyone.
Yeah. The incident compromised over 2.9 billion records used for background checks, including critical personal information such as full names, addresses, dates of birth,
Oh, man.
phone numbers, and most importantly, social security.
Oh, no, not those.
That's bad. If you haven't been taking your personal information online seriously, now is the time to change that. You are more vulnerable than ever in today's digital landscape.
Well, thankfully, I feel secure because I use Aura, today's sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of data points like the dark web and public court records to alert you about possible identity theft. They also provide up to $5 million in identity theft insurance in case the worst happens.
Plus, Aura offers a variety of other features to keep you safe online, including real-time alerts for data breaches, a VPN for secure browsing, data broker opt-out to stop companies from selling your personal information, a password manager to help you create and store strong passwords, and more.
What? I'm not leaving myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches. And if you don't want to either, you can go to aura.com/watcher to try 2 weeks for free. And that will be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data is exposed.
Ryan is still playing Zelda.
Of course I'm playing
Didn't
Zelda.
realize that.
I'm taking it easier this time because Breath of the Wild, I blew through that in 5 minutes. Like five days.
You said you didn't really, because I played that for a whole summer.
I played I beat the game in like 5 days, and like over the Christmas break, I played like ridiculous
Would you
hours.
think you'd ever revisit it and try to do more? Because there's a lot to it that it sounds like you didn't do.
I think I would have had I not immediately had Tears of the Kingdom to do.
Tears of the Kingdom does feel like Breath of the Wild 1.55.
And Tears of the Kingdom, I can't remember if it was you or my friend Roland, but the advice, I think it was Roland. He gave me the advice of like, do every side thing you want, do all your free world bullshit exploration before you get into any of the main story. And then when you get tired of that, then it's like, okay, maybe I'll now play this game.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I'm doing for Tears of the
That's
Kingdom.
nice.
And it's pretty sweet. But
I
I find that now when I'm in the main story, my character is like very OP. It's
I love video games. I love to play them.
Video game.
I played the boss in one of
Is
the
that
levels.
Lana?
Yeah.
Is that Lana?
I played the boss in one
Lana
of the
over
levels
there?
last night. And
You didn't make it.
no, dude,
Yeah.
he was
You
hitting
got
me.
to power up, brother.
No, it wasn't that. He was hitting me, and it was just like, all right, like I was so overpowered.
Oh, you're overpowered.
I had
see.
so much health, like hearts, that it was just like, oh man, this is supposed to be a big thing when he hits me. Like, oh fuck, I might have to like watch it now. But he was hitting me, and I was just like, I was just like smacking him around. It was amazing. But yeah, my horse is overpowered now.
They
Too.
reward you for putting the time in.
They did.
Stephen, I love the Crocs.
Thanks.
Are you Crocman? Are we Crocman all around? I've never let a pair of Crocs touch my feet, and I'd like to.
You want to put these on?
No.
Oh wow!
Thank you though.
I've
I
been-
appreciate
Oh.
it.
You don't have any. You don't have any of the what do you call it? Jingle
Jingle.
The little
flare.
bits,
Oh,
gibbets,
oh.
Gibbets.
Gibbets.
Gibbets?
gibbets.
I don't know how you say it.
I do, but they fall off, and then I can't find them.
Yeah, I've never been a croc person. I've been slides my entire life.
I like slides too, but
What are slides?
Slides are like it's not like flip flops. They don't have like the toe thong, but it's like there's just like
Just one
the
band across.
band.
there's like a band across. It's very popular in basketball. So like
I
what you do
gotta-
is you would wear your those to the gym, and then
Yeah.
you put your indoor basketball
Yeah.
shoes on.
and it's
after.
because you have to wear socks with your sandals. Because then when you change into your basketball shoes, you need to be wearing socks. Which is why you don't wear flip flops to the gym.
Because you
'Cause you'll
can't
look like-
do the thong.
But are
the
you
toe thong?
are you a thong guy or are you a slide guy?
Shane's a thong guy.
I guess
Trust
they're
me.
slides. I actually have both. And I lost them recently. And the past few days at the gym, I've been barefoot in there in the
What?
locker room. Yeah,
Oh,
that's bad.
I gotta get
It's
back in the
bad,
gym, dude.
man.
Shouldn't
I
be
shouldn't be
doing that.
doing that. What's going to happen to me?
Athlete's foot.
That's what they say. Do you think this could be a fun experiment? Do you think I'll get it?
Yeah.
What is that? Is it
It's a
itchy? Is it
fungus.
hot? It's
Yeah.
a fungus.
Yeah.
You
Happened
become
to me.
very athletic.
Happened to me when I was in football in high school.
It'd be pretty cool though
You
if I
played football in high school?
Oh, this guy?
You played football?
Mhm.
What position did you play?
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine. Wait,
I was,
let's guess. Let's guess.
Oh, I mean, he
I
has
think-
to be a cornerback.
I think we all
He
know
can't-
Matt's
he
a
couldn't be a receiver.
Matt's a reformed.
I'm guessing a linebacker.
Toxic.
No, I wouldn't. He's too small to be a linebacker. You had to be a cornerback.
This is Podwatcher. This is the show.
What were you? Were you the kicker?
Kicker, I'd
It'll
buy.
surprise you. I was a halfback.
That doesn't surprise
No,
me,
what?
but I think it's because
I
I
was
don't
fast
know
as
what
fuck.
that is.
Interesting.
What is that
Wow,
in-
wow, wow.
How heavy were you?
I mean, I was pretty stocky. I had a good center of gravity.
Yeah, because like small, that makes sense. I would normally, when running backs are typically very short, but they're also like fucking like
What's
like
a
bowling
halfback?
ball, a running back.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
what-
but it's a
why do they
halfback,
have
but it's
two
not a
names?
fullback because the fullback is like bigger and they make holes for the.
Usually you use more for blocking.
Like they dig?
No. Like a halfback will is like the faster,
You're like
lighter,
you're
smaller
You're the
ones.
scat back.
I don't know that phrase.
Catback?
Scat back. is-
scat.
Not the scat.
There's
There's
a
Wait, Ryan, have you seen?
Wait, we've
do
gone-
you know Scatman?
no. Oh no, I know. Yeah, no, yeah. You introduced me to him. Yes. Scat back. Well, it's kind of like that because you're like you're like just scatting around. It's like the faster running back. It's like when you have a change of pace. Typically, you have like a thunder and lightning approach where there'll be like a really like bigger running back that could like punish the defense, and then like the faster back that comes in and like for passing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, this is fun though.
I wasn't very
not
good.
football,
if that's what
but
makes that clear.
what sports did you guys play in high school? I'm curious. I know Ryan played basketball.
Yeah, I played basketball. I wanted to play football. My mom would not let, because when I was in middle school, on our middle school team, I played on the football team, the basketball team, the volleyball team, and the soccer team. And then when I went to high school,
Sheesh.
I had to choose which one I wanted to like actually do. And basketball was the one I'd played since I was a little kid. So, but I wanted to play football really bad. But she
Oh,
was like, "You're too small. You're going to get destroyed."
It's probably for the best.
And
knowing
she was
your,
like-
your frail body.
Well, she also knows I'm a psychopath, and I would probably go pretty hard at it, and I'm incapable of not doing that. So, I feel like
It'd be like a Friday Night Lights situation.
I would have just got hurt. I think she made the right call. I wanted to play so bad though.
It's fun, but yeah. I think I played football. Obviously, we said.
Did you get hurt?
No, because at a certain, I think I did one season. They were like, "Hey, if you want to come back, you can come back," and I was like,
I just
sucks.
can't imagine you playing football. I don't know. There's like,
Yeah, you strike me as a baseball player, like the swagger of a baseball player.
Hmm.
You don't talk about football.
You've evolved into a more.
"No, I don't like sports."
You've evolved into having.
That's why I'm
baseball vibes.
shocked right now. How's this
Yeah.
never come up? You don't talk about
I played
football.
a lot of basketball too when I was a kid.
what?
Yeah.
Shane, did you play sports?
Do you still
In
play
high school?
basketball?
No, because you had to go to school
Oh.
more, and I didn't like being around there. I was like, why would I want to be at school?
Yeah.
Did you do other extracurricular activities though?
Not if
Like-
I could help it. I was in
Wow.
band.
Okay.
And student council.
That's a
What,
big one.
what do they do in student council?
And I occasionally would, they'd hire me on to do a little dance over at the newspaper here and
This is
there.
actually kind of fun, Steven. Did you do any extracurriculars that were like not sports related, or were you in
Well,
sports?
I did cross country. I played tennis a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know you did cross country.
Yeah, I was fast.
Is it about being fast, or is it about being going
Endurance.
for a long
I mean,
time?
fast for a long time.
Oh, because they rank it based on who finishes first, right?
yeah. My
Yeah.
5K time was 19 minutes.
That's obvious.
What is 5K
5K is
is?
3.1 miles.
So that's about,
So per mile, it's about 6-minute miles.
that's crazy.
And then I also played ultimate frisbee. They didn't make the college team, and I was pissed.
Yes, dude. So did I.
You play ultimate?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Ultimate's
That
fun.
I still would do.
Ultimate's really
I
fun.
love ultimate. And then my sister got into it, my little sister, and then now she plays professionally. So
What?
she's actually the good
Ultimate
one.
frisbee.
Yeah.
Ultimate
she'll play
frisbee.
ultimate.
She's pro?
Yeah.
Did you do any track and field? Because I did that too.
Track and field? No.
I didn't do any of the running events. I hate running, dude. I did
Me
high
too,
jump.
man.
I did high jump. That was one of my event.
Of
I
course
remember
you
at
did.
some point in high school, we had the track and field. Well, my parents they were like, you should try it for track and field in junior high. Like maybe that'll work for you.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like February or March in Chicago. And we were like outside after school. It was like 12 degrees.
Yikes.
And I was holding on to an ice cold shot put. And just being like, this is fucking horrible.
Yeah, man.
That's not the event I would have thought you would have went for.
No, they had you try out for like everything.
Oh, they ran you through
They're
the
like,
gauntlet.
try all these things.
See what sticks.
And then I remember like a few days later, like a week or two, they were like, oh, we're going to post, in the gym who made the teams. And I remember just walking up to the list and giving it a very cursory glance and being like, I don't think I saw my name. And I just left.
Yeah.
And then I want to say like the week after, one of the gym teachers was like, hey, why weren't you at practice? I think, and this is a foggy memory. I'm pretty sure someone asked me about it. Like I had maybe made some event or something.
Which one do you think it was?
God, I don't know. Maybe a dash or something.
Like, I'm trying to think of like which one you felt.
It
Like,
certainly wasn't shot put or high jump because I don't know.
What's the shot put?
I can't
What about
even
the hurdles?
Shot put is where you have the big heavy ball and you
Yeah.
It's
throw
on
it.
people's neck.
Yeah, it's on your
Yeah.
neck. You like do the weird
Yeah.
spin.
What
You
is
do
that?
like
Never
the
Very
understand
fun
how
to
that
watch in the Olympics.
I never
Yeah,
understand how
very
that
fun.
works because it feels like when they're doing that, it's like, what is the spinning doing?
The only other strong memory I have of track and field is in high school. At some point, we were doing the unit, and they had us do the what do you call them? Hurdles.
Oh my God. Doing hurdles, I'd pay to see that.
I
I bet you'd be great.
I
there
thought
were
you'd be
there were
good.
kids going in front of me, and when you go over a hurdle, if you hit it, it
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
boom, it falls over.
It's scary.
And there were kids who were hitting like one or two of them because they have like, I don't know, 10 in a row, 5 in a row. How many do they have?
As many as they like.
Yeah, there was like a whole line of them. And I was like, I hope I don't hit one of these. If I hit one, it's not the end of the world. I hit every single
Oh
one.
my gosh.
That's kind of what I think.
Because I I hit like, maybe I cleared the first one. I know as soon as I hit one, then every one after that, I just hit them all because I was sort of like just stumbling then and be like, oh God.
It kind of has a way of domino affecting itself.
Yeah, because you get in your head.
But I
you're clipping
never
them.
personally prided myself. I mean, Jim was just sort of a
Yeah.
fuck it, sort of nobody gave a shit.
Shot put would be a fun event to do just because you could do a funny noise at the end. That's why I like watching them in the Olympics because they usually do their final scream before they after they're done doing their little
It's
spin
nice.
move.
So wait,
That's nice to scream.
I said spin. Is shot put the one where they spin or no?
They spin.
It
They
is,
spin.
yeah.
Spin.
They spin around with the.
And then they spin on the discus as well.
Maybe.
Oh, I think they do that too.
I feel like they spin on both. I don't know, actually.
I feel like they don't spin on shot put because I
Let's-
said spinning and I was like,
pull up some.
No, they
some-
spin on the shot put.
They spin on the. They also
because
do
you're
this-
creating the momentum, I guess,
Yeah.
of the ball.
They also spin when they do that. The one that's like they're holding in their hands.
The
It's like
discus.
is that what it's called? The
Yeah.
discus.
Yeah,
yeah, we won't be showing this.
Whoa!
Single
Okay.
time.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Well, so
Okay.
One up really
the way
well,
they
but when
spin
Joe
is
throwing
crazy,
at
dude.
is
American
you
Joe
can
Kovacs.
see where the momentum comes
Wait,
from.
I want to hear the noise.
I don't know if he make. Look at him go. Oh yeah, never mind.
Certainly
He
does.
made quite a noise.
Certainly does.
Nice. How heavy is that shot put? Is it like 15 pounds?
It's got to be more than that, right?
it
You think it's only
Yeah.
15?
Probably more.
That's a big guy.
Well, I'd guess like
I mean,
50?
a baby is like what, 8 pounds?
it depends.
So if you're throwing a baby, on average,
Oh,
Do you think that noise was completely just involuntary and primal, or do you think he workshopped what?
I think
noise?
it's primal.
a little workshop.
workshop?
A little bit.
Primal and workshop.
I think
16
it also-
16 pounds.
16?
16?
Oh yeah. You're wrong.
It's like
You're
throwing
pretty much
my
on the money.
dog.
Let's
I would
try
never
it.
do that.
Listen,
Okay.
we had a.
I would have been listening. Had
I
you
think
not
you'll
told me to
agree.
do that.
Look, we all had our holiday fun. Okay.
Oh, my boy. Did I?
And maybe we even even some of that might have lingered, over into some of you daily burrito boys.
Not
you know?
daily. It's probably more like
Daily
tri-weekly.
burrito boys.
Tri-weekly.
Popcorn papas.
That's daily. That's daily.
But eating well can be easier.
Huh?
Yes, there is. You can eat well. Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes. So you can fuel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you.
I can't wait to say heat and eat every day.
Heat and eat, heat and eat.
Heat and eat. Factor rides fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. Lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto meals. Based in a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto, results will vary depending on diet and exercise. Factor makes it way easier, and it honestly lowers the temptation of grabbing the odd burrito on the way home when I know there's a great tasting and great for me meal that can be ready to go as soon as I am.
With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart,
Nice.
Protein Plus, or Keto.
Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
Oh yeah, reach your goals this year with ingredients that you can trust and convenience that can't be beat.
Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/watcher50off and use code watcher50off to get 50% off our first box plus free shipping. That's code watcher50off at factormeals.com/watcher50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
I would think that the sound, there's probably something to it in terms of like just amping yourself up and like exerting. I'm sure it like, I'm sure psychologically it just like,
when you weightlift, breathing out when you're on like the actual push portion helps, but some dudes at the gym will make like a crazy noise.
We gotta start to have conversations about the noises that men make at the gym.
The lunking.
The lunking, and also in the locker room.
Like a lunk alert?
There's
What's a lunking?
What is the lunk?
Like the there's a whole thing at Planet Fitness where you like it's like lunk alert.
Like you like
people are yelling or whatever.
Really?
Let me see. Am I crazy?
But people also in the locker room are just constantly like like when they're sort of derobing and just and I'm like, why
are you making those noises?
Yeah.
Planet Fitness's lunk alarm is a siren triggered by aggressive or obnoxious behavior like grunting, throwing weights, or flexing in a way that may be seen as intimidating to new gym members. So,
I actually like that.
yeah, so if I've never been into a Planet Fitness, but I know that like when people are like, because people at my gym, they do it all the time, and it's so annoying.
It's annoying.
Yeah, and then so someone, I think a gym staff will press the lunk alarm.
So there's like actually people like a referee or like a lifeguard that's on duty to make sure there's not enough too much lunking.
Oh, but everybody stops, so they're not singling out the person.
No, they are.
Oh, I see.
Everybody knows you're the reason that
they should have like
they don't like walk over to that person.
No, they go. Everybody stop everybody stop right now. Someone's being too loud.
Is there a video of this?
I see.
What? Wait, what gym is this? 24 hours? Planet Fitness?
Are they the ones that are also like, eat some pizza?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Ch I love pizza.
That sounds good.
I just think it sounds like they've got a fun vibe there. This is
like
not brought to you by Planet Fitness.
I've never been
but I'm curious.
If that happened a lot during my workout and I wasn't the person doing it, I would get a little annoyed after a while though. Because if I was like in a good part of my song or something.
Well, you could just have your little headphones in.
That's true.
You know,
noise cancellation can only do so much.
Yeah.
I got to get back in the gym. I got to figure out a way.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, seriously. I got to figure out a way for these Ghost Files trips to stop ruining any sort of fitness or routine regimen in my life. Sleep, food.
Yeah.
Every time we go on a trip, I can't sleep after, I eat horribly, and I don't work out for a period of about 2 months.
Are you able
That's
to
a
work
problem,
out,
man.
though? Like, is there time beforehand to work out?
You're exhausted on those trips, man.
I see. Yeah.
I got to start forcing myself.
From partying.
Yeah, sure. I got to start forcing myself to do it in those hotel rooms. Sometimes they don't have a gym. That's an issue as well. But
you got to do one of those little YouTube room workouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
pick
up the shampoo.
I gotta get back in it.
So there's a thing, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but I was going to say that in karate, they do have there's a term for the grunt.
Oh yeah.
Is it like it's Kiai? I
guess Kia is pretty similar to like Hiya.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, no, it's a variation on it. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yes. The term is a compound of the meaning energy or mood, and it's to garner the energy you need to send it through a board or an opponent or someone's skull.
I asked Mari the other day if I got into a fight with a guy and if he knocked me out by a judo chop. If I got
judo chop, it's so funny how it does that.
I said if a guy did that to me and knocked me out, would she laugh first or would she be concerned? And she was like, if I'm being really honest, if you got judo chopped, I would laugh.
It's so funny in those movies how he just barely
judo chop.
Judo chop.
It's so good. And he like winds up too, dude.
Yeah.
The funniest one is when he
I love to laugh.
when he hits the guy who throws the shoe at him,
Yeah.
and he's like, it's so good.
We're talking about things that make us laugh
It's
today.
very good.
Oh, someone had called in
Yeah?
last week. No, 2 weeks ago. We had spoken. We had listened to.
The dolphin sound.
Dolphin sound.
Yeah,
Oh
2
my
weeks ago we
God.
listened to dolphin sounds, and someone said, "Have you heard an orca speak?"
I thought
I want to hear
called
that.
in.
Those
And-
dolphin sounds were so fucking funny. I went and listened to
They're great.
more of them after the fact. Just the
I hate those guys, dude. It's scary.
But then I found other animals speaking.
oh,
It's pretty interesting.
I love when people post pictures of their like dog.
I
And it'll be
know.
like the dog is saying, "I love my mama," and it goes. "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
There's an
like the
there's
spear
an
fox.
episode. There's a video of a like a bonobo chimp saying "mama,"
Really?
and it's
That's awesome.
freaky, dude.
I want to hear that.
Bye bye.
So they're
That is-
basically just. But these people have
Bye-bye.
The people have. Here we go.
It's cute.
This is the whale saying
Amy.
Amy.
That's not saying Amy. Sorry.
That's saying Amy.
Shane, is this how you feel when I give spirit box evidence?
Kinda. Amy. Amy.
That's definitely not Amy.
Amy.
You could also say the whale is saying, "Help me."
That sounds like hello.
Let's hear it.
Hello.
That's scary.
Is this a wild whale or is this a whale on like
I
SeaWorld?
doubt
or
it's a
something?
wild whale,
Oh, God.
unfortunately.
It's trying to mimic
Yeah,
the
those are
human
hard.
voice.
Those are harder to force to speak.
Yeah, I was about
when you're
to
out in the ocean. Hey,
Speaking
can
of
you
the-
try saying Amy?
Say it into the mic this take. Dude.
Imagine just being in your home and then you hear.
That sounds like it's trying to talk.
Very alien-esque.
1, 2.
Well,
Didn't nail that one.
Bye bye.
you can hear.
That sounds a lot like
You can
Amy.
hear. You can. Yeah, it does. But you can hear the like syllables.
Yeah.
And every now and then you hear like this sort of percussive consonant sound in there,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
And then, so I kind of went on a dive last night. Have you ever heard a raven?
Oh my God, I love ravens.
Have you ever heard a raven speak?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
It sounds so
No.
human. It
Yeah.
sounds
Oh, wait.
so human.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited to watch this.
Whoa.
Wait. Come on. That's the raven?
That's the raven.
That sounds like Matt speaking to the mic.
Yeah. I'd be so lucky.
Fuck
Oh.
that, dude.
They're birds.
That
That's
sounds like,
what they do.
What does it say? Come along. Come on.
Sing "Come On," I think.
That's
Whoa.
Yeah, ravens. I mean, ravens
Goat
will
from The
also
Witch.
mimic like car alarms. It's pretty crazy.
They're so smart.
I really, one of my dreams, and I don't know if it's legal to own ravens, so I don't know if I ever.
Some
can.
people are doing it.
But-
According to YouTube, I've seen it.
I've always wanted to have a raven, and maybe I will in my elderly years. I really want one.
You trying to be Edgar Allan Poe?
That'd be cool.
I love ravens. They're really neat. They're really neat. They're very, incredibly smart.
They are also OP in that game Wingspan. Have you played that game before?
Oh, we talked about Wingspan last week.
Did we? Oh, wait, did I bring it up then? Sorry, I'm
I haven't played that.
No,
I've
we were
heard-
talking about board games.
I've
board
heard
games.
wonderful things. I do want to play it.
Mischief, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good
Oh.
bird. He does
That's
all
a
sorts of voices.
Beautiful raven.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Good job. And sometimes he hears people
Spooky.
who have a cold. Good job.
He's
Whoa!
just coughing.
That cough was.
I would
second
love to
cough
hear a
was
bird
the
cough.
crow or the raven.
I didn't know they were like a mimic.
But we were talking about mimics like, a few weeks ago, and this could explain a lot of it,
Ravens are when Sarah and I were in London. We'd never been to the Tower of London.
Oh, nice. You
Have you ever been
see
there?
those jewels?
We did see the jewels.
Is that where Spider-Man and Mysterio fight?
Where do they fight?
I can't
don't
recall.
remember.
I can't recall.
I only saw that movie once, and I wished, and maybe I should go back to it because
liked
maybe
it.
I did like it. I wish there were more Mysterio. I think he's so good.
No, you got to leave the
I
villains.
know.
Yeah.
Mysterio,
know.
was that Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so good.
When they
I
had
didn't
the
love
zombie
that.
Iron Man, ooh, that was
Yeah,
scary.
it was good. At the Tower of London, though, they have ravens because at some point somebody brought them there, and now they just keep them there all the time. But you would, it's obviously sort of like an open grounds, and you can do guided tours, but you can also just walk around. They've got exhibits everywhere. But the ravens have their sort of, I don't know, or not a rookery. I don't know what it is. They have their cages, but they're open. So they, as you're walking around the grounds, the ravens just kind of like fly around and they'll like hop on a bench and like just like look at you.
Yeah.
They seem so intelligent. It's freaky. Like it's so weird when you can look at an animal and just like you're sort of acknowledging each other in a way where you're like, we're both having thoughts about each other right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think about that because sometimes I look at my dog and I go, you're not even thinking about it.
Yeah, I get that with Obi too.
You're just staring at me.
Yeah. Obi, I mean, I've said this about cats before, but they seem to exist almost in a different reality. And sometimes it overlaps, you know, but other times it's like they're clearly processing the world in a different way.
Yes.
A lot of that is sort of animal instinct that changes, how their thoughts are. That's different from ours. But certain animals, you're like, they're here with me right now and kind of and I think dogs are much more like that than
They're
cats
definitely
are.
more in the reality.
Dogs are there with you. They're sort of like in the same situation.
They're just processing it at a level that you can't even imagine.
And that's why I still, even though I am a cat person, I would love to have a dog someday because I do like that. I mean, cats I love because they're just so.
Yeah.
But dogs do very much seem like they're sort of in it with you.
All right, fine. Listen, I'll admit it. Sometimes in comedy, you say something and nobody laughs. That never happens to me. But it happens to other people. Not every joke delivers, but Harry's always delivers. That's right. They send the best quality razors right to your door for a fraction of the price of the big brands. Better designed shaving products at a better price is no joke. It's Harry's. I love my Harry's razors. Excellent quality every single time. Not only simple, but sleek. Simple and sleek. Sleek. They can't be beat. German-engineered blades made in their own factory that stays sharp longer. You hear that? Customizable delivery options for scheduled refills as low as $2, half of what you pay for other big brands. Get a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover for just $3 at harrys.com/watcher. And you won't be alone. Harry's has the highest customer satisfaction in the shaving industry, but don't take their word for it. If you don't like your shave, well, no worries, because it's on them. Convenient subscription options that you can cancel at any time. Go and get the shaving products that always deliver. Get Harry's. Get started with a $13 trial set for just $3 at harrys.com/watcher. That's harrys.com/watcher for a $3 trial set.
I used to think that animals could not love.
Yeah, but then you got dogs.
And I still struggle with, because I'm like, can they? I mean, what do you think? Do you think dogs and cats love you?
That's a great.
This is fascinating that you bring this up because I was in my Raven research. I was doing I was trying to find stuff to talk about on the pod today, spooky stuff, and then I found weird stuff.
What'd you find?
That apparently parrots love you like a romantic partner.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They consider you
a romantic
partner.
Because Tammy used to have a parrot when she was a kid, and apparently this parrot only loved Tammy and would like defend Tammy against her mom, her sister, and she was like, the parrot was like really annoying except for with Tammy.
That was my parrot and my mom. My parrot would always anytime my mom was in the kitchen, the parrot would like fly in there and perch on the cabinets and like keep watch over her. It was really funny. He was great.
And if you
he was nice to me too, but
okay.
And my mom hated him. My mom was not a big fan of Paco.
Is that why you ate him?
Yeah, sure. But he still liked other people, but when she was around, he would be like more, excited about her.
I mean, do you think Vinny loves you?
Mari and I had this discussion the other day.
Or does he just see food and dollar signs looking at you?
Anybody that watches him, he's snuggly with them. Like he'll sleep. Like I know he slept with Tammy when he went there, and
very
he's instantly just trusts them. And Mari's always like, I kind of wish he would be like well, you got to earn that a little bit, but like
a little standoffish with other people.
But he just is immediately like everyone's best friend. And she was like, are we just like a warm bed and like a hot meal to you? Is
But
that?
have you guys been away from him for a long time
Yes.
and then come back?
Yeah, and he loses his mind.
Yeah. So,
But he also loses his mind when people come to visit that he hasn't seen in a while.
Tucker.
Like yeah, or Roland or any of my friends.
But it's different, I would imagine, with you guys coming back.
I'd like
Is
to
it
think,
different?
I'd like to think it's different. I think ours is the intensity is stronger, but if you put them side by side, who knows? How much of my own
And
personal
is
bias?
that, do you think that's coming from like a desire to eat good treats, or is it like, oh, I love these human beings?
I think he loves us. I do, because like he's very snuggly, but he's snuggly with everybody. It's tough to say because like I've never had a dog this snuggly. He thinks he's small too, so he thinks he's a lap dog, and he'll just come and just lay on my lap,
Yeah.
or he'll just lay on top of us when we're sleeping.
I was talking to Adam Bianchi about this recently, and he was like, no, I think we just prescribe human emotions to
Well, that's
things
for sure.
that we
Yeah,
see.
for
I'm
sure.
like, yeah, but you're such a downer, Adam. My dogs love me.
They do love you.
I think
Just in a different way
I do
that
think
you
they
can't
love
imagine.
me, and I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's just when you're in that situation, when you have a dog, that's a feeling. It's a special feeling.
It's not a one-to-one translation.
It's like
you
that
know.
dog in Japan. I forgot
What is love?
What was the name of that dog in Japan?
Oh my gosh, that movie with the dog that
That's a real
waited
story.
every-
I didn't go to see the statue when I was in Japan, but
What movie?
the
Balto?
Richard Gere movie. It's based on a true story. So
What's
this
it
guy
called?
died in Japan.
Would never watch this movie my whole life.
He's a businessman. He died in Japan, and
Businessman
he would take
died in Japan.
he would take a train every day to go to work. And when he died, the dog didn't understand that he was dead. So every day the dog would wait at the train station.
I hate that.
At that point, you just got to put that dog down.
No.
This is the second time.
What?
Second episode in a row you've talked about euthanizing it. And
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but they have a statue of him in Japan.
Wow. Why is Richard Gere in it?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it originally a Japanese man?
I
or
thought it
were
was
they-
originally
They were
a
like,
Japanese
we got to
man.
get Richard Gere in
What was
here.
the movie called? It's gonna drive me crazy.
that stuff makes me sad, like that episode of Futurama, Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Ryan, are you aware of Jurassic Park?
Hachi.
Hachi
Shoot, we
was
got to
his
get
name.
Ryan to watch Jurassic Park.
Hachi was his
Brutal.
name.
Jurassic Bark?
Yeah.
The
sounds
episode
up
of-
my alley.
There's an episode of Futurama.
I'll watch that.
You guys should watch it for a pod in the future. Watch it on your own time
Yeah.
and then get back to us.
Brutal.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Well, you liked the Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, but then it made me sad, and then I did troll people with it. But I do think
but doesn't it make you value your little pee-pee man even more?
It does, but I also want to use my free time to play Zelda and watch Laker games and watch theme park videos.
Then maybe you can tell us about Laker games on the podcast in the future.
I could tell you about a theme park video.
No.
It's actually, no, I promise you it's a funny story.
Okay.
This is a great point. If you're calling in and you're leaving stuff about amusement parks, it's never going to make it to Ryan.
Are people doing that?
I'm going to delete it.
Matt, thanks. I appreciate it.
No. This used to be a, hey, you could reach out for FYA. Not no more.
No more. I was watching an Epic Universe update video about the construction. I watch construction updates.
They were like, we're pausing on the Wolfman roller coaster.
No, they tell you things that are complete. And
What are they doing over there?
Mari was in the shower in the next room, and I was watching this video while she was in the shower. It's like a 20-minute video of like, oh, Dark Universe has its portal complete, and you could see the trim of purple on this, and I'm like, oh, sweet.
Trim of purple.
And like, anyways, I'm watching this video. I'm like locked in, and there's a line. I wrote it down because
They say this in the video?
yeah, they say this in the video, and I'm just locked in because they're talking about Donkey Kong Country. Like they made like a Donkey Kong part of the Super
Yes,
Nintendo
yeah.
world, and it's a
Are they doing that in Hollywood too, or is that
Just-
exclusive?
just exclusive in Japan and Florida. But he said the Alicia Stella shout out. She has a specific narration voice, and she said Donkey Kong's treehouse appears to be complete, as you can see with his giant pile of bananas at the base. And Mari, after she said that, I heard just this loud laughter in the bathroom, and she was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And she walked out and she was
As
like,
you can see with his trademark pile of bananas.
she was like, they're talking about him like he's a real person. She walked out, she was like, as you can see with his giant pile of bananas at the base. And I was laughing so hard because it's such a funny thing to hear your partner watching from another room just so clear after you like the second she got out of the shower, that's the first thing she heard because I was blasting it.
Speaking of monkeys,
Can you say mama? Mama?
Oh,
You love your mama? You love mama? Here, sweetie. This is for you. That's for you, my love.
that's got to be
Don't be owning chimp.
Yeah,
chimps,
you
dude.
can't own
you
a
can't own a
monkey.
chimp.
very similar to Caesar saying no. It's not that far off.
No.
What is?
God, that is a climactic moment. Ryan and Steven haven't seen the ape driving the golf cart.
What is the impulse of these folks to own like an exotic animal? I don't understand it.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Like a chimp
yeah.
or like owning like a fucking snow leopard or some shit like that. Or
I think
like
it's illegal, and you know
I feel like we've watched this on the pod.
they've allegedly never seen it.
Oh wait, I've seen this meme. I didn't realize this was real.
It's real.
Wait, this is real. How do you know
we
this
tell
is
us on
real?
the pod?
Because
No, I guess we didn't.
there's multiple videos of it.
No way.
That's me on the course.
No way.
But he's just so.
This is an orangutan driving a golf
Yeah,
cart
I'll put this video in because it's funny.
around.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if it's like
Is this real?
yes. They
And his
taught.
foot's on the gas.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I want to see the foot on the gas. Some fucking PA on their hands and knees down there, pushing the gas pedal with their hand.
Yeah. I
it's
don't know.
It has. There's shots of it. There you go.
There we go. That's what I want.
What?
I needed to see the shot.
Well, there's only one shot. Here we go. Second. Okay.
It's no, I think that's substantial.
It's driving a car. It's
Look at him.
feeling the
dude.
bushes.
Dude, this is the best part about golfing. So he's getting the best part of golfing, which
Can
is
you
just
imagine
cruising
if
in the
they
cart,
taught an orangutan to golf,
and he'd be good.
and he was really
Weaving
good?
through
His
trees
short
right
game
now.
was the fucking like just on point.
He looks so huge.
They got to get this guy playing some Mario Kart or something. They should put this guy in a race. And then again, this is obviously
doesn't-
we shouldn't own these animals for the walk.
Yeah, I know. We should race him. That's what we should do.
We should make them box.
Dude, he doesn't look like he wants to race. He's kind of almost
He's
straight chilling.
He's exclusively one-handing it on the wheel
And I'll
with one hand out the window, which I never do, by the way, because I'm too scared.
Well, your arms also aren't like 5 feet long.
And that other video of him where it's like the camera's on the golf cart and he's just like driving around, it's like 15 minutes long and he's just like enjoying his morning. You can see him kind of like looking around, enjoying the views and enjoying the wind
pretty
in his
good.
hair. And
These are also multiple different orangutans.
Really?
Yeah, this is Rambo.
Nice.
These are
And
different people.
She is driving hers. Well, no, they're monkeys
Oh, okay.
or apes. I guess I don't know the difference.
These are damn dirty apes.
This is Biffy.
Biffy.
I guess, okay, what age are humans driving those toy cars around? Like 4 or 5 years
3,
old?
4.
3, 4. Okay.
Well, okay, so this is, when I was looking at the ravens, I was looking up intelligence levels, and it says that the raven's intelligence level is that of a chimpanzee or a 3-year-old child.
3-year-olds
Okay.
are pretty smart, so that's crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 3 years are very smart.
Yeah, about as smart as my niece.
I mean, I encourage all people to watch videos of crows and ravens solving puzzles.
You think any of that paranormal evidence you're finding is just animals doing stuff like this?
I would say a lot of it is.
That's
How often is
interesting.
that happening?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
It feels like
If you owned a haunted house, you would do well to buy a raven and keep it in the attic. Yeah, let it out. But then when you got ghost hunters coming by, put that raven in the attic and let it make some funny noises.
What's the difference between a raven and a crow?
There's a lot of it's the wings. You can see it in the tail. One of them has sort of a flat feather. The way their feathers end on the tail is flat. The other one's more shovel-like. They also walk differently. I think ravens. One of them hops, and the other one does more of a left, right, left, right.
the beaks are
and
very pronounced.
and ravens are generally much bigger. They're
Yeah.
huge.
Are you all right?
What? No, I don't like that.
That's
I don't like that.
frightening. This is a lot of like the people who talk about like the mimics and the skinwalkers.
Yeah.
My cockatiel Abby used to say, "Pretty bird," and he would do
That's pretty good.
like a charge, you know.
Whoa.
It would be cool if the other birds
But
had charge.
but Abby was so nasty. So him always just being like, "Pretty bird," he'd be like, "You're not a pretty bird. You're a nasty bird. And when we try to touch you, you bite us." And then Paco could say hello, and he'd always go, "Hello," which was really funny.
Gonna give him a kiss. Gonna give him a kiss. Gonna give him a kiss. Gonna give him a kiss.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds like something from Annihilation.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
My sweet turd bird. Who's my precious Jabby bird?
Oh!
What the fuck?
Sounds like something you'd hear before you're killed.
Who's my precious Jabby bird?
Nah,
Yo,
dude,
dude,
that's
sounds
not
like
real.
A recording.
That's actually the bird?
That's what it says according to Viral Hog. Let's see. What
That sounds like an animatronic.
Okay, this is
They're
bullshit.
doing R2D2.
Okay, this is bullshit. There's
I don't
no
know,
way.
They taught it R2D2.
No fucking way is he doing a perfect R2D2 impression. Come on,
Yeah,
no.
No, that's real.
do you think that's real?
Birds can do that. If you
Wait,
play
why don't you look at this ridiculous video of a bird and that's real, but I show you ghost evidence videos and you're like, nah. That's clearly an R2D2 recording.
Yes. I don't think you understand how birds mimic things. That's what they do.
Let's listen
to it again.
I know. They clearly played R2D2 for it to get it
Let's
to
listen
learn
to
that.
this unbroken real quick.
Who's my sweet Jabby angel?
You've got to be fucking kidding.
Dude, how? But okay, so how could it?
Search bird imitating R2D2 and you'll find, I'm sure other people have taught their birds that. That's not hard for birds to do.
That sounds.
They were mimicking it. They
It
mimic-
sounds good. It sounds like a noise that you can't even make with a mouth, like a human mouth.
That's birds are weird, man. There's birds that mimic, or birds mimicking car alarms. That's another one.
I think this is fascinating that you find it harder to believe that an animal can mimic sounds than you do to believe that
but
ghosts
Here's
are
the thing.
real.
This is the kind of processing I do when it comes to ghost noises as well. I try to eliminate.
Oh, is it happy?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I believe this.
That's crazy.
R2D2 sounds like a bird.
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Just so I can get it out of my brain, what were the animals they used for the T-Rex?
Oh.
He got to get it out of his brain.
A tiger, a baby elephant, and an alligator.
Tiger, a baby?
Or I guess maybe multiples.
Alligator.
Oh, so it wasn't a bird. It's probably one of the more iconic sounds in movie history, I would say, right?
The T-Rex?
The T-Rex, like the roar.
Stevie's got a lot of those.
The raptor, pretty cool too, though.
Hey, you know what else? You know what else?
Oh, that's pretty
Oh,
good,
buddy.
dude. I thought that bird was in
You
the
got to
room.
get a little more of a cough to it, though, right?
Oh, yeah, like you go.
Ugh. Let me try. Oh, it sounds like the mummy.
do it at the same time, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Wait, no, you get.
Okay, so do it on go.
Can
I
you
know,
like
1, 2, 3,
Can
go.
you like a conductor hit us both at the so we
yeah,
can?
but it'd be 1, 2, 3, go, and then
Okay.
so okay, 1, 2, 3. Wait, yeah, okay. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, go, and then I'll just keep doing it on cadence. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That sounds like the
it, dude.
kitchen scene. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how they did it.
They're talking to each other in the kitchen.
Yeah.
They're probably just like, I'm gonna fucking kill that kid when I get.
Yeah. Another
That little kid is mine.
another Spielberg sound. Do 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 do. Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know,
He's good at noises.
did you watch the John Williams documentary?
No,
It's so good.
I was at the grocery store the other day.
Lazy Acres?
No.
Oh, you're cheating on them.
By the way, you know who they spotted at Lazy Acres last week? My mom texted me about this. Angelina Jolie.
Oh
Wow, she was getting the cookie.
She was getting the cookie.
I have the video. I think I can.
I sent this to Matt when I was at the grocery store.
Okay.
And you'll understand my confusion
Whoa.
Wait. That's crazy.
It's a song.
Yeah, it is.
I was at the store just shopping, and then I started hearing bing, bing.
Did you start
And I was
barking?
like, what? I didn't recognize it at first, but it's weird to hear an audio cue like when in a different context. Because I was like, well, I felt like I was short circuiting.
That's
Yeah.
how I used to feel when every now and then I would watch like on the History Channel or like, Travel Channel, you would hear like some of the Unsolved music.
Yeah.
Because they used to sing.
Get back here with my show's music.
There was one point when there was like, it was the theory music that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wow. Like
Sometimes I'll
activating
hear
me.
Puppet History songs in other, like
Yeah.
when we use the library songs for various,
Yeah.
musical.
So
bits.
explain why that happens.
So we, for a lot of our productions, there's a service we use called Audio Network, which is, a lot of production companies
Yeah.
have various stock libraries of music. So if you need scary music, you find some scary music. They've got to just
There's a
tons.
library of it, so you don't have. I mean, it's very difficult to go to like, hey, I'm going to go get "Sympathy for the Devil" from the Rolling Stones or whatever.
So
That's
we've tried.
that'd be a good.
They've never returned our
They've
letters.
never, but I found on Audio Network there are a lot of musicians who will like if especially if it's like something poppy like that or something, they probably have a deal with Audio Network where
Yeah.
they'll give their music to Audio Network without vocals, sometimes with vocals, and then
Mhm.
you'll find it on there. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
It's fascinating.
Fascinating.
Here's a quick question for you, Ryan. You all right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize these were made in Mexico.
Okay, the microphones.
Yeah, it says made in Mexico. Good for us.
I guess I didn't know that either.
That's awesome.
That is good.
Yeah,
That's-
nice.
I would not have expected that. Go Mexicans.
Go
Hey,
Mexicans.
All right, so this is a I don't know if I did the mailbag jingle actually.
No, you didn't because we were too busy talking about the jingle.
Yeah, if you have a oh yeah, forgot I can't do this anymore over this because we're barking like dogs.
Get back here with my show.
If you have a question or comment, you can leave that via voicemail or text message at 818-275-4585. You can also send us an email at AskWatcherPods@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram at Podwatcher.
That was smooth.
I was going to say that's the
man.
best you've ever done. Were you
That's
practicing
awesome,
over the
baby.
weekend?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
He was saying that while his foot was tapping. I was watching his foot tap.
Wow.
On beat with that. Locked in.
The musical mustache man.
Now that's
now
much
that's
nicer.
fun.
That's
Okay.
much nicer.
Triple M.
Oh, who did this question come from? Gosh, Blamit. I'll have to
Wait,
figure out who
Josh
this
Person's name
Blamit?
is
Josh, no.
Gosh Blamit.
I forgot his name. This game. I'll give you the shout at the end. Since you also own pets, and this is because we're talking about animals.
It's
why
been
not?
a pet heavy day, animal heavy day.
If you could invent something for your pet or to help care for your pet, what would it be? It can be for an entertainment or enrichment, cleaning, and be totally fantastical if desired. This question comes from Nicole. If I could invent something, it would be a small hutch-like house with a self-cleaning litter box inside, specifically for
Ooh.
rabbits. Regular self-cleaning litter box for cats wouldn't work. They use different litter. So a little bit of information there.
So you have rabbits. The rabbits are those are a tough pet to have.
Rabbits,
Such a good question.
And they get eaten by cats.
yeah, rabbits seem tough. And if I'm speaking out of ignorance here, then I apologize. But there is sort of an equation that I do in my mind of like what you're putting into the pet versus like how much love you're perceiving from them.
I think people have great relationships with their rabbits. I do acknowledge, like you're saying, I don't understand the relationship.
In the same way that I wouldn't really want like a snake. I would never want a snake because when you get a snake,
They're slimy and gross.
well, yeah, I have an image in
They're
my
not
mind
slimy
of
either,
snakes,
but,
which is like,
They're not slimy. It feels like.
which is like, just like one of those cold tanks, know. Anyway, Sarah and I were saying that we would get a snake eventually if we had a nice wooden library and it was surrounded by like books and globes. And then there was just a tank with a big, beautiful snake in it.
Right in the middle.
Because then it feels almost like, like we're explorers or something.
I actually think about this a lot.
Well,
I
then,
thought,
I have a lot of-
when
a
we
lot
got
of
this
ideas.
question, I was like, I know Steven's got a great answer.
Well, one thing I want to do for the world is I want to develop. This is not even like to answer the question, but because we found a foster recently, a stray dog, and we've been fostering this dog. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. I wanted to create a nonprofit that like goes door to door and chips people's animals for free. Because I think that's like the biggest thing is that we'll find so many dogs and cats around our neighborhood that are obviously house pets, but they're
Just get
no
lost.
ID,
Yeah.
no wallet, no keys, no chip.
Yeah.
But that's not my invention. The invention I think I would share.
What if along those lines, a sort of a surgically implemented pocket that you can put a wallet in?
for a dog?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish my dog could carry more stuff.
That'd be nice. Saddlebags.
I do put a harness on my
We do
dog,
have
and I'll
those.
put like things in the pocket.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
we do have, but she's only 14.
I never had this impulse to
I
have
have seen dogs with like little saddlebags, right?
Yeah, for sure. We have like a
Interesting.
a harness that has bags.
Oh, yeah,
in it.
Vinny can do
Dude,
some
Vinny
work.
could he can carry a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've never thought about
You can
why
carry
would
the
I
groceries.
I wouldn't want. I've never thought about putting something on him.
Oh no, we've unleashed.
I don't think
him,
I
dude.
would want to though, because like
Why?
he would just spill it everywhere because he's so
No,
No, you
it's-
have a
it's
bag.
It's like a
It's a
Apples.
harness
Apples.
with zippers and pockets.
I don't want to put shit on him. I just put it in my pockets. I have a lot of pockets.
Okay, Steven, what are you going to invent?
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to invent a summer camp for dogs in which we simulate what it's like to live on the streets.
So sort of like a safety town for dogs. Did you have a safety town growing
No,
up?
what a safety town.
Did you have safety town?
No, I didn't have that.
Is that ringing a bell?
Yeah,
Wait, and
absolutely.
Safety town is a thing that children go to when they're, I don't know, how old? 8?
5 to 10.
5 to 10. And it's like basically a little model town that you go to, and they give you little cars, whether they be like pedal or powered, and you learn about like stop signs and traffic
Etiquette.
lights and pedestrians.
That's
you
pretty
drive
cool.
around the little town.
Yes.
There was one in Schaumburg, Illinois that I think I went there as a kid, but then in my teens, I volunteered there to like teach the kids about
Road rage.
road rage and stuff. This is a harpoon. Some people keep these in your trunks.
You put a potato in the tailpipe.
But yeah, it's a fascinating, but that's what a safety town for dogs, basically.
Yeah. So what would you make very quickly?
I would make sort of a like a bubbled dome that Obi could sit in that had 4 legs that could go for a walk.
Dude, that's very similar to what I was
Almost like a wagon, basically,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but that would walk on its own,
like a bubble
like
boy.
one
You
of
wanna
those
turn him into
Boston
Bubble Boy.
Dynamics robots.
That'd be cool.
I want him to. We went to the Silver Lake Reservoir at some point last year, and there, we've seen people there who set up a tent, like a screened tent, and they put their 2 cats in it. And I was like, that is the craziest thing.
But you understand the desire.
I would love to take Obi out into the wild. Yes, there's been a few times where he's been out on the balcony because he sits. We take him out to the balcony and let him sit in the sun, and he loves it. But there was one time they were doing like work in the building and hammering, and I was like, I'm going to take him outside because he seems nervous about the hammering. And that was the worst idea because he heard the hammer and he like jumped up and started running down the balcony. He was over to our neighbor's balcony, and all the balconies are connected, but I was like, oh no.
Oh my God.
It's happened a couple times. Like there's like once or twice where like we opened the door to the apartment, the front door, and he just gets the call of the void and will just like, for some reason, just like run out there.
Yeah.
But every time it happens, he gets a certain distance and sort of realizes that he's in this no man's land where he's never been. And he just turns and looks at us and he kind of freezes. And then, but that one time I was leaping over our balconies into our neighbor's balcony and grabbed him and brought him back.
That's hilarious.
But I would love to take him outside. It'd be fun.
kind of on the same wavelength of just wanting to. I take Vinny on a walk in the morning for like an hour and it still feels like it's not enough. And I feel bad, like he needs more walk. So I wish there was a way for him to take himself on a walk to fulfill his like energy needs.
A robot with a leash.
I was thinking that, but then I was like, what if there was like some sort of like hamster wheel or like treadmill that he liked and he could get the walking
With like a big screen on it to make him think he's a VR.
Yeah, I want
Treadmill plus VR for dogs.
because I wouldn't trust a robot taking him out on a walk, but something to like so he could like exercise himself when like I'm at work or something.
Have they tried VR on a dog or a monkey? I'd be
They
curious
did VR
about
on a dog.
that. I wonder if that would work. They'd be confused.
I hope not.
That seems bad. Maybe immoral. I don't know.
No.
This
I
guy's
feel
like,
bad when
we
we're
should-
watching movies and my dog.
Shane's like, put VR on a dog or a monkey. Let's race him. Fucking this guy is crazy, man.
Well, this has been wonderful. This is Podwatcher.
It was a good time. Oh, next week we're going to talk about a very fun popcorn device that Shane texted me
Oh my
last
God,
night.
yes.
We'll talk about that next week.
I thought I had seen everything there is to see in the world of popcorn, but folks,
This is crazy.
this is blowing my fucking mind.
So popcorn machine and
TJ.
never before told unsolved ghost
Pizzagate.
Oh,
Stop calling it Pizzagate.
Okay. Well, we'll get into it next week. Thanks for listening. If you haven't, give us 5 stars on your app of choice and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.